Hello, everyone. This is Shaman Durek, and I'm super happy to be here. I know it was a whole week of no lives, and I get it because I missed you. I missed you dearly, so I'm really happy to be here with all of you now because we just have all this stuff going on. I was on my anniversary getaway with my beautiful wife. I took her on a beautiful excursion of love. So it's nice to be here. I'm back from that. So I'm here and live again. And it just gives me great honor to be here with each and every one of you powerful souls. But before we begin, I want to kind of just go into a prayer and just open up the space energetically and create that beautiful energy. So I'm just going to do that now. Divine Mother and Father God, I'm so grateful and thankful for your blessings of spirit that you're constantly going into each and every one of our lives and looking at the places where we're allowing you in. And I ask that you send spirits to assist us with any places where we're being stubborn, or where we have belief systems, our ideas, our concepts, our fears, where we're not letting you get into the places that we need you to get into, so that we can shift energy and be able to create the life that we want to live, that is filled with joy, happiness, freedom, wealth, prosperity, joy, health, vibrancy, and all the good vibes that we can create in this embodiment. So I ask you, all divine beings, Orishas, ascended masters, angels, ancestors, spirit guide, animal spirits, deities of light, divine sentient beings of light, and all elemental spirits, to assist us in any which way you can to get into those places of our consciousness, our emotions, our belief systems, places where we're being stubborn, places where we have fear, places where we have ideas that are contrary to the way things operate in the spirit world, so that we will be able to garner the highest level of success in this embodiment by letting go and letting down all of those beliefs, ideas, concepts, and whatever it is that we're putting in front of you to make our lives amazing. So I'm grateful and thankful, and I ask you to continue to look into every person's life who's here and who will come after to watch this live. I am so grateful to be a servant of the light, servant of love, and to hold space for my brothers and sisters in their power, their wisdom, their excellence, and to continue to create that space of being a refuge for those who are ready to really see and claim their embodiment, their life in this embodiment at this time in our evolution. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Amin, amen, asheo, amala ashe, aho atakuase, mashallah, namaste, and aloha nui loa. Thank you. Okay. So we are at this beautiful time in our evolution right now. We are coming out of this beautiful, what was it? The blood moon. We're shifting energies right now on the planet. We're coming into this true awakening of our sovereignty as beautiful divine beings of inspiration and light. And it just gives me joy to be on the planet with so many beautiful, powerful souls such as yourself. It gives me joy to hold space for your divine intelligence. It gives me joy to witness and hear and experience all of the beautiful things that our community is doing of lit leaders of legacy. And it's so important that we continue to lift the vibrational field on planet Earth, that we continue to hold the foundations of love when others are so caught up in these boxes and labels and definitions and ideas of, what they think they have to do and what they think they have to be. And, instead of really just letting go of all of that stuff, it's like sometimes I'll get people who will come in a session with me and they'll say like, oh, Shaman Durek, I had intimacy with, two people. And I'm like, okay, who cares? Who cares? Oh, Shaman Durek, I did this thing, it's okay. We don't have to keep beating up on ourselves and shaming ourselves and finding something wrong with ourselves, finding something wrong with other people. We don't need to do that. And I'll tell you why. Because this whole idea that people have of like this cancel culture, I don't even understand. It makes no sense because it goes against evolution completely. Evolution is the process that we're all going to make choices that are contrary to our best interests. We're going to make mistakes. We cannot be perfect on planet Earth if we choose to evolve. That is a part of the experience. We're not going to have this amazing transformational awareness if we continue to operate in this fear-based consciousness of holding ourselves in judgment and limiting ourselves from seeing our potential because of past mistakes or things that we did or things that we made choices on that didn't serve our highest good. And so it's important for us to be able to lift that veil of disillusionment, lift that veil of punishment, lift that veil of persecution, lift that veil of, trying to find something wrong with you, right? Because there's nothing wrong with you. What's all the things that we're having difficulty in our life is governed by the fact that we're thinking with malfunction in thinking. We're not thinking for our highest good. We're thinking against our highest good. So it's being aware and how we're paying attention to that, right? Because then we get to turn it up. We get to turn this vibrational field up and take it to a higher level. You know what I mean? Vibing this energy to a higher level means letting go of the things that make you feel heavy, make you feel hard, make you feel like you're like something is stuck inside of you because you're holding on to things. You're still holding on to beliefs, ideas, concepts, things that are getting in the way of the divine mother and father's light of love coming in and supporting you in the way that it can. I'll use myself for example. I've gone through so many different relationships in the past, and everyone knows that I'm a soul sexual being. I've gone through relationships with men. I've gone through relationships with tons of different beautiful women, and beautiful beings. Some were more tumultuous than others. But what I found was that all those relationships were reflecting how I was treating myself internally. And when I stopped treating myself internally in a way that wasn't coming from love, kindness, generosity, and just being present with myself, I was able to let go and let spirit come in to those crevices and to those places like I was talking about in the prayer, and to open up those places where I'm being stubborn. And sometimes we have a stubbornness. Sometimes we have this idea like I'm never going to meet anyone, or I keep saying the same thing over and over. Money is so difficult to make, or I can't find a job. Or every time you make these statements, you are limiting yourself because you're limiting the spirits from coming in and clearing those energies because you're making an affirmative statement. And we can't make affirmative statements anymore, darlings. We sure can't. So we have to step into a space where if you see that money's not coming in, you're not going to say money's not coming in. You're going to say, all the things that I've been doing that has been limiting money from coming in, I am now releasing and letting go. So you're making a declaration, not that money isn't coming in, because if money's not coming in, it's not because money doesn't want to come in, because money wants to come into your life. It's because of what you're doing. So something you're doing that is not in alignment to allow that flow in. And that goes for relationships, that goes for every aspect of our life. And so when we start to realize that instead of calling out, oh, I can't seem to find love. No, it's whatever I'm doing, spirit, mother and father, God, angels, ancestors, whoever it is that, Jesus, Muhammad, whatever you feel is connecting you to the divine. Okay. As long as you're not living in fear of God, you're on the right path. Okay. Because if you are in fear of God, that means you've been programmed by the system that wants you to be afraid of God so that you can constantly be afraid of yourself, because you are a child of God. So if you're afraid of God, you're afraid of yourself. And if you're afraid of yourself, you're not going to lift yourself up and rise and get to the higher dimensions, because you're going to keep finding things to be afraid of, right? You can't be afraid of your creator and think you're not going to be afraid of yourself. It's a no-brainer. So the thing is, whatever it is you believe, which is fine, As long as it's coming from a place that empowers you, loves you, nurtures you, holds you, creates space for you, and gives you the divine wisdom, the intelligence to recognize how amazing and powerful you are, right? That energy has to be acknowledged. You cannot just keep asking spirit for things without actually asking spirit for what's really important. If you're not have money coming in, it's not because money doesn't want to come in. It's not because God doesn't want to bless you. It's not because the spirits and the angels and the beings and divine beings want to bless you, don't want to bless you. It's because you are doing something. You have to take accountability. You are doing something that goes against the vibrational field of allowing that money to come in. So what I would say is spirit, divine beings, God, whatever it is that connects you, whatever it is that I'm doing, that's getting in the way of me finding love or having money or having good health or, attracting beautiful opportunities or whatever it is, assist me in clearing those things. I'm not going to ask for money to come in. I'm not going to ask for a relationship. I'm going to ask you to fortify and remove what is not necessary within my own being, within my own limitations, within the places where I'm creating judgments, ideas, concepts, and belief systems that do not support what I'm asking for. So I ask you to come in and to with love and just really go in there and clear those things that are getting in the way. Right? That's right. Okay. So that way you're opening up in a different awareness and you're being aware of the energies that you're actually wanting to call in starts with you. It doesn't start with your mom. It doesn't start with your dad. It doesn't start with your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your husband, or your wife, or your coworker, or the guy in the street, or the person who was rude to you today. It doesn't start with any of these people. No, 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 no. It doesn't start with them. It starts with you. All of those things that are showing up are based on certain energies that are happening in here, right in this moment, right? And those are the things that you may not even see. You might be unconscious of those things. You may not have acknowledged that those behaviors that you have going on here and here are actually getting in the way of what's going on out here. Because look, here's the reality, right? Your soul projects its light through your vessel, right? Through your being. But if you have belief system, idea, concepts, judgments, things that you're shamed, things you're holding on to, guilt, whatever it may be that you're holding on to, then your soul's light cannot shine through this vessel because you've got all of these things getting in the way. And that's the same with the angels, the spirit guides, the masters, divine beings, the ancestors. They can't serve you if you have all these things in the way. It's kind of like a brick wall and they have to hammer that wall to get through. But the way you can make that wall come down sooner, the way that you can actually make your light shine out even brighter is by actually taking accountability and saying, yeah, the reason why I don't have money is not because God doesn't love me. It's not because I didn't grow up in a family that loved me. It's not because of any of these things. It's because I'm holding a vibrational thought or emotional feeling or some kind of belief system or something that is actually limiting me from love, from money, from health, from whatever it may be. I'm holding on to that. So spirits help me clear that. Because we're always asking spirit to bring more abundance in our life, more this, more that. And spirit's like, look, we've already brought that abundance in your life. We brought that lover into your life. You just can't get to them because you got a bunch of brick walls in front of you that's getting in the way of you being able to see that we already brought that in. We already the thing that you asked for, but you're not letting it come in because you got all these walls and concepts and ideas and expectations and belief systems and grudges and hurts and disappointments and all kinds of things, all kinds of stuff that you don't even need. That spirit's like, we already brought the blessing. The blessing is waiting for you to bring down this wall. Your wall is what's blocking the blessing, y'all. Yes. Yes. Asheo. Yes. The wall is blocking the blessings, y'all. That wall, your beliefs. Maybe your belief is that life has to be hard in order for you to get something. That's a wall. Your belief that you didn't come here to experiment things, that if you do something, it means this, this, and this. Like, some people say to me, oh, yeah, because you kissed a guy, you're gay. No, it doesn't. God doesn't see it that way. That's what human beings have created. That's not my wall. That's your wall, baby. Right? That's why people like to make comments all the time, like, oh, how is it that your wife chose to be with a man who's so sexual? Because that's your wall, baby. That's not her wall. That's your wall. That's your wall. Those are your limits. Those are your things that you limit from allowing God's light to shine through you in the most brilliant and most majestic way it can. Those are your walls. You got no money coming in. That's because you got walls. Spirit's already got the money for you. Spirit already got the love for you. Spirit's already got everything you've ever asked for. Spirit has already got the plan in motion, got the person picked out, got the money for you, got the opportunities for you, got the everything for you. The only reason why it has not come into your life is because you got walls, baby. Walls. Okay? That's the only reason why it has not come into your life. If you want God's blessing, God has already given you blessing. You know what I find very fascinating? I always find this very fascinating. People always think they have to do something to get God's love. They have to do something to get the angels to see them, love them, the ancestors, this, that, the other. Everyone feels like they got to do something. You don't have to do anything. Your beingness, your availability of being existing on and in and all around life, okay? Your existence already marks you, okay? Marks you with the prestige of acknowledging that Spirit is already going to pour blessing on you regardless. Now, if you choose to receive it, it's going to not be based on you receiving it. It's going to be based on you being able to be open to letting down these walls that you're creating from allowing these beautiful blessings to come into your life. Do you understand what I'm saying, my darlings? Because that's how powerful each and every one of you are. You are so powerful, but we play like we're not powerful because we keep looking on the outside. When am I going to get this? How come I haven't got that? I worked so hard for this. I did this. I did that. None of those things have anything to do with the blessings that Spirit already has for you. It's your walls that you put up, your belief systems, your ideas, your concepts, your shame, your guilt, your hurt that you're still carrying on to in another timeline, your belief of being angry about something, whatever it is. Human beings make life so much more difficult than it has to be. And it's all because everybody wants to have some kind of issue with something. Truly, I kid you not. I have been sit down and watch people do things and I go, oh, that's what you choose to do with your energy? That's what you choose to say out of your mouth right now? That's what you choose to believe right now? Like that's how you're going to show up for your energetically for yourself, but then you want all these beautiful things to come in, but you're the one creating this energy. So when you pray and when you ask for favor from Spirit, when you ask the divine and your ancestors and the Orishas and the divine beings to come in and support you, ask them to support you on your stubbornness. Ask them to support you on the part of you that still holds on to guilt and shame, that doesn't believe that you can have wealth, the part of you that doesn't believe you can have the love that comes in that's transparent and loving and supportive and nurturing and caring and wants to grow with you and evolve with you and become this beautiful being with you as you two become one. Like you can have it if you choose to have it. That's what I did when it came to my wife. I was like, you know what, Spirit? There's something I'm doing that I keep attracting this kind of relationship. So whatever it is, like come on in and let's focus here. I'm not going to ask for a relationship to come in. I'm going to ask for you to deal with what's right here. And that's what happened. The Spirit did. And then all of a sudden, boom, 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 the person walked right into my life. And then I married her. But people like it's like, yeah, exactly. It's like my brother just says, okay? He just said, if you read what he said, yes, yes, they refuse to admit they create the reality they want to blame others for, only they can change within. That's right. Because what people want to do is they want to say, oh, well, the reason why this happened is because of this, or the reason why I went through this because of my childhood. Look, I went through a horrible childhood. I went through abuse. I went through sexual molestation. I went through, all kinds of things. But that ain't going to dictate my life. I'm not going to be, oh, poor, woe is me. I went through racism. Oh, poor, I'm a victim. Oh, no, I'm not going to sit there as a victim. I'm not a victim. Yeah, I had all kinds of people call me all kinds of names. Even to this day, I have people writing crazy things about me in the press, calling me names, saying this, all kinds of things, whatever. That don't make me no victim. I'm not going to be a victim because those things don't edify me. Those things don't clarify me. Those things don't feed my soul. You understand what I'm saying? Because the thing is, whatever those people are doing and saying and whatever, that's what they choose to do and say. Let them do and say what they want to do. Ain't nothing to do with me. Say what you want to say. Do what you want to do. Say what you want to say. Do what you want to do. But nothing ain't got nothing. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Say what you want to say. Do what you want to do. But whatever you do and say ain't got nothing to do with me. You see, the thing is, we make it have something to do with us. Oh, I can't believe they're talking to me like that. Oh, I can't believe they wrote that about me. Oh, I can't believe they're saying this to me. Oh, I can't believe they're thinking this about me. Who cares? There's no time in the world for you to be focusing on the nonsense that other people choose to display. I kid you not. It's such a waste of energy. There is no time for you to be focusing on the shenanigans of what other people have to say that are going to make you sick, that are going to make you create all kinds of problems in your life. Why? Let them do what they want to do. They want to write your name on the walls. They want to flip tables and break windows and scream your name. I hate you. Let them. Let them. Because our mother, father, God, angels, spirit guides, ancestors, divine beings, divine deities, and all these beautiful beings of light are doing the opposite. They're saying, we love you, we see you, we value you, we honor you. Now you got to let us in. You got to let us in. You see, that's the difference. The difference is, it doesn't matter how many times God tells you that you're loved. You keep trying to look for love outside in the world, thinking that other people have the qualifications to even give you the love that you require. Oh, okay. Acting like people have the kind of capabilities to give you the kind of love that you actually require, and then get upset when they can't give you the love that you require because they can't give it to themselves when you've been getting all that love from spirit every day, every second, every minute, every hour. And then you want to make it a big deal. Oh, such and such is talking bad about me. I can't believe they do that to me. I can't believe my family's acting this way. I can't believe my brother said this. I can't believe my sister. I can't believe this person. I can't believe. Please. You making a mess of things with your focusing on all that nonsense. Nobody got no time for that. What we got time for is building our lives in the most beautiful way. That's what we got time for. We don't got no time for what people got to say. People write things about me all the time, trash my Wikipedia, say all kinds of things. I went to prison, I did this. I don't know what prison I've been in, but that's fine. You want to say I've been to prison, whatever. You can say whatever you want to say about me. I don't care. At the end of the day, the only thing that matters is how I show up for the world, for my family, for my kids, for the community, for you, for myself, for everything with love, devotion, and care. I don't care what everyone else got to say. People can say whatever they're going to say. Say what you're going to say. Actually, in fact, I would say go create a chorus and go sing it out in the street. Shaman Durek and I, the Shaman Durek. I don't care. Go start yourself a church and sing my name, baby boo. Flip some tables, break some windows. I don't care. Whatever you feel you want to do with your energy, you go ahead and do it. But that's what I'm trying to say to you, because you're too powerful to be caring about people flipping tables and breaking windows and screaming your name or cursing and saying whatever they want to say about you, because you have an amazing, beautiful mother and father God and divine beings that love you infinitely and with no judgment, no punishment, no condemnation, no nothing. Just pure love. And if you ain't tapping into that every day and reminding yourself of that every day, you got to let them in. You got to let them in. You got to let them in. Because you be letting everyone else in, but you don't let them in. That's weird. That's strange. I'm going to be strange about it. I'm going to grab my pearls and be strange about it. I'm going to grab my pearls. I said, I'm going to grab my pearls. I'm going to grab my pearls and be real about it. Okay? Because people be letting everyone else in, but they don't let what needs to come in. You understand? You understand where I'm going now, because I know you do. Don't act like you don't understand me, because I know you understand me just well. You're too powerful. You be letting everybody in, everybody's words, everybody's ideas and thoughts and opinions and this and that. You let them in. You just open up the door. You say, come on in. We about to have a barbecue. But that's what you be doing. But how come you ain't doing that with the divine? How come you ain't doing that with the divine spirit, with your spirit, with ancestors, with the spirit guides, with your animal spirits, with all the divine beings that go, oh, I love you, baby. I love you. We sing in your name every day. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you, baby. We love you, baby. We love you, baby. That's what they're doing. All these other vampires and all these other people out there who saying things about you, talking about you, saying, ooh, 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 and all this kind of stuff. Why are you letting them in your head, in your emotions, in your body, in your soul? This is your temple, baby. And have you ever been to a temple before? You ever been to a temple? Good luck in going to a Buddhist temple and bringing in some nonsense up in there. You'll be kicked out by the Buddhist monks faster than you can say your name. Walk yourself into a church and see how fast you'll be exited out the door and escorted out with love. But you got to go. Walk into a mosque and bring some craziness up in there and see what you got to go. Synagogue, you got to go. But then you're going to talk about this temple and you're not going to protect this temple. You're not going to get real with this temple here. This is your temple. Your spirit, your mind, your emotions, your body, your soul. Oh, you know me. You know me. You know me, baby. I tell it like it is. I ain't got no shame in my game. I tell it like it is. I've been telling it like it is since I was a little boy, and I'm going to tell it like it is to the last breath I have. That's one thing you're going to get from me is the truth. I am no time to playing no game. Well, who this person said, and this person, I don't care. Ooh, please. What they say? Is that what they said? That's interesting. Or what this person wrote up, what this person said about me in the comments. Oh, he's gay. He gay. Okay, fine. You stuck. You stuck, boo-boo. You stuck. You stuck in boxes. Boxes created by a system that wants you to segregate, separate, so that none of us can see each other and love each other and create a world based in love. Let's be real. That's why you ain't gonna put nothing on me. I am who I say I am. People say, oh, you got a big ego. You better believe it, boo-boo. You better believe it. The ego is popping over here, okay? And it ain't the kind of ego that's going to put you down and climb up on top of you and try to get ahead of you. No, not that kind of ego. I got the ego that says, God, what you say? Exactly. And that's what I say too. And anybody who says differently, they're going to meet my ego because my ego is aligned with spirit. Boom. Try to come up and say something to me. You see what I'm saying? That's how we operate. We operate in truth of the divine. We don't operate in the truth that comes out of people's mouths. What comes out of people's mouths, a bunch of nonsense, a bunch of stuff coming out of their mouths, and we like, oh, I can't believe they said that about me. What? You let that in, but you didn't let God in. Did you listen to what God says about you? Did you listen to what angels say about you? Did you listen to what the Spirit says about you? Worried about some person out there in the world says about you, some ex-lover, some person who don't even show up and give you the respect and the love that you deserve. You care about what they got to say about you. Oh, your mama and your daddy. Oh, my mama and my mama wasn't saying nice things about me because your mama ain't in the light, boo-boo, so I ain't be listening to mama. It don't make no difference if mama says something about you. Mama brought you in this world. It doesn't mean mama gonna say something nice about you. If mama can't say something nice about you because she ain't saying nothing nice about herself. So just let mama be and leave mama alone. And the same go for your daddy, and the same go for any person in your life who don't respect you at the highest level that you deserve. And guess what that high level is? Just ask our mother and father God. Ask the divine beings. Ask the spirit. They'll tell you what that high level is. Don't be letting people's words and opinions and ideas and concepts and criticisms get inside your temple. Keep this temple clean. Keep this temple clean. Let that come in. You see what I'm saying? Let the divine come in. Don't listen to the nonsense and the shenanigans of the renanigans of the shenanigans all over the place. Please, nobody has no time for that. You ain't gonna mess up my outfit. Please, I'm stepping out here looking good, baby. You are not gonna throw some tomato sauce up on my shirt with your opinions and your ideas and concepts that aren't coming from love. Period. Period. All right? Yes, enough is enough. I don't want to hear no one word come out of your mouth. If you say something to me, oh, Shaman Durek, I just don't think I'm a good enough person. Why? Why? Where did you get that idea from? Who did you let in your temple to bring some all kinds of dirt into your temple? Who did you let into your temple? Let's get real. You did not let that those who need to be in your temple in your temple. You let somebody, some person with trash in your temple, and you gonna sit there and act all boohoo with me, and you think I'm gonna sit here and play the violin for you? I'm gonna play the violin, the drums, and then I'm gonna knock you upside your head and say, wake up. Who'd you let in your temple to make you think this way about yourself? Who'd you let in your temple to make you think this way about yourself? I had a stepmom used to say all kinds of crazy things to me. Oh, you never gonna amount to anything. Oh, and people gonna laugh at you. One time I saw this movie called Carrie, and the mom said, they're all gonna laugh at you. They're all gonna laugh at you. I thought that was my stepmother. She's like, they're gonna laugh at you. They're gonna beat you up. No one's gonna like the color of your skin. Da-da. She said all kinds of things. And then one day I had to look at her sideways, and I thought to myself, you are messing up my temple walls. I got stained glass windows in my temple. I got beautiful urns in my temple, beautiful waterfalls in my temple, and you dirting up my water. I'm not letting you in my temple no more. I said straight up to the Mother, Father, God, to the divine beings, and they came in my temple and said, oh, we're going to make your temple brand new. And then every time she opened her mouth, I used to be like, oh, is that what you think? Is that what you think? That's interesting. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing, baby, because that ain't going to get in my head, not in my emotions, not in my body, not in my soul. You ain't coming to my temple with that nonsense. How do you remove their words and from their thoughts in their temple? First of all, the first way you remove any kind of words from your temple and any kind of thoughts from your temple is you actually make fun of it. You actually see the humor in it. The fact that you even let that stuff get inside your temple. Ha 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 ha. How funny was I to actually allow such nonsense get in my temple? Sweep, sweep, and out the door you go. You see, the mind and the emotions holds on to those things because you keep boohoo baby stuff, okay? You get the boohoo baby, boohoo baby, boohoo baby, boohoo baby. That's what you're doing. You doing boohoo baby, and that's why it electrifies those energies. You understand? It takes those energies and it amplifies those energies. You understand? It amplifies those energies when you do boohoo baby, when you play victim. Play victim. People say, "Oh, what's it like for you to be in a relationship with Martha, going into the family and all the stuff that that Harry and Meghan went through? You going through that too, Durek? You have all that stuff with all the yeah, people acting out, people doing their thing. They're doing their thing. Trust me, they're doing their thing." But they're doing their thing. Not her family, but the people are doing their thing. The press is doing their thing. Some people, not all Norwegians, because I love me some Norwegians. Let me get you. You better come to Norway and experience Norway. It's beautiful. I love me some Norwegians, but there's some Norwegians that be creeping in the corner looking at me like this. Do your thing, baby. Look at me good and look at me. Look at my pearls, baby. Look at my pearls. Look at my dunk. Look at me. Let me give it to you. They're gonna look at me sideways like that. I'm gonna look at them like this. I'm gonna give them some blue steel. And a little bit of it. And yes, baby. Look who's coming down the street. You want to look at me in the corners like this? Yes. Well, guess what? I'll be looking at you too, smiling. Ha ha. Because you know why? Because let people do what they want to do. Let people look at you how they want to look at you. Let people say what they want to say about you. Because the only person who knows the truth about you is our mother and father God. It's the angels, it's the divine beings, it's the soul of your being that is waiting for you to ask it the truth. That's it. People can say whatever they want to say. Ain't no victims up in this house. Ain't no victims. We ain't playing victim. Oh, people say, "Oh, I went through a horrible childhood." So did I. So did I, boo. So did I. A horrible one. Really nasty, vulgar, just beyond belief. But you ain't gonna see me playing no victim. Oh, no, no, no. I'm going to take all that nasty, vulgar, disgusting, vile, goopy, yucky stuff, and I'm going to change it. I'm going to rearrange it. I'm going to do some alchemy on it. I'm going to dance. Boom, 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 boom. I'm going to wake up in the morning, tell myself how beautiful I am. I'm going to ask God, do you love me? Yes, yes, yes. God, do you love me? Yes, yes, yes. And then all that stuff, all that nasty stuff turns into beautiful diamonds and pearls and gems to give to the community. That's how you do it. You don't play victim. You take your pain, your hurt, your sadness, your woes and me's, your boohoo babies and all of it, and you alchemize it into wisdom, knowledge, information, sharing, caring, loving, definition of transformation, all on this planet right here, right now. You understand what I'm saying? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Because I'm putting down something good for you today, baby. Yes. Yes. Take all that boohoo baby victim nonsense and you just put it up inside. You just give it. Just, you gotta put your mojo in it. Put your mojo in it. Say, I went through all these things, not just because it was in vain, but I had to go through these things because I came here to share with my brothers and sisters how to lift out of the darkness, to dance out of the flames, to be able to fly out of suffering. You understand what I'm saying? Rise like the phoenix and stop making up excuses of why you can't live your life the best way you can. You better rise like the phoenix and live your life the best way you can. You better rise like the phoenix. Happy birthday to you. And live your best life the way you can. Come on and rise like the phoenix and live your best life like you can. You better rise like the phoenix and live your life the best way you can. Okay? That's how you do it. You don't play small. You don't take all your pain from your childhood and be a boohoo baby. Boohoo baby! No, you don't do boohoo babies. You don't play victim. No. People want to be rude to you. They want to be racist to you. They want to be this to you. They want to be that to you. They want to say you're this. You say you're ugly. They say that. Whatever they want to say, let them say it. Let them be who they want to be. Okay, this is your temple. Nothing gets into your temple. Stop inviting them into your temple. Invite our mother, father, God, divine spirits, orishas, divine ancestors, ascended masters, angels, spirit guides. Come on. Can we get a yes? Can we get a mm-hmm? Can we get a let them in your temple moment? Let them in your temple. Get them in your temple. Let them in. Let them in. Please, I'm gonna have my own church up in here. People writing on my page talking about you going to hell. You going to say, please, you ain't never been to hell. You don't even know hell exists. Let them in your temple, baby. Let them in. Let them in your temple. Not the people out there. You gotta let them in. Come on, Orishas, come in my temple. Come on, angels, come in my temple. And ascended masters, come in my temple. Ancestors, come in my temple. I got my counsel with me. I got my counsel with me. Come into my temple, baby. Come into my temple. You don't want to have nobody outside come in your temple talking about criticisms, this, that, another. They ain't got nothing to say. That ain't nothing that nothing been heard at before. It ain't like you have heard it before. Just let them be. Let people say what they want to say. They want to talk nonsense. Let them be. Jeez. Let them be. I'm messing with people over here. Too much. Let people be. Let them say what they want to say. You want to call me names? Call me names. Flip a table, kick a chair, break a window. That's all on you, boo. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to be sitting back like little Buddha. Right here, like that. And I'm not going to be sitting on no Bodhi tree. I'm going to be sitting on 22nd Street, just looking at you. Okay? I don't need to be sitting under a Bodhi tree to get this wisdom through. You know what I'm saying? Lord Siddhartha did that Bodhi tree because he wanted to get away from some people because then people be talking so much back then. But now people be doing all kinds of. I'll be sitting on 22nd Street. I'll be sitting inside the grocery store. I'll be sitting everywhere. I'll be little Buddha everywhere. I'll be like, Buddha time. Watching you people. You want to act a fool, act a fool. Do what you want to do. That's what you choose to do with your energy, but you ain't going to see no fool up in here. And the only fool that's going to come up in here is the fool that's going to be laughing and laughing and laughing like the laughing happy Buddha. Buddha time. Buddha time. People be acting a fool. You be acting crazy. I just sit back and be Buddha time. I'm a Buddha time on the bench. Every time someone looks over at me and they got a nasty face, I'll be like, and they come over and look at me on the bench, I'll be like, Buddha time. People say, what's going on? It's Buddha time, baby. It's Buddha time. What's Buddha time? It's me happy and laughing and enjoying life with enlightenment, watching how you acting like a fool. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? Because we have no time for nonsense anymore. Be putting our energy, bringing things into our temple. We have no time for that anymore. Good things are here, baby. Good things are here. And Spirit already has it for you. But if you're not getting it, that's because you got something over here. Like I said in the beginning, if you missed the beginning of this whole entire life, you better go back and watch it. You better go back and watch. You better do something like what we call rewind, but I know they ain't got no rewind. So you just better start from the beginning when I post this up on my page. So you can see. But now that we had this beautiful conversation, which I feel very blessed to be able to share with you, and I feel so honored to love each and every one of you as powerful leaders of legacy, because that's what you are. You're leaders of legacy. And don't anybody tell you otherwise. Because if they have a problem, they can come talk to me. Because I'll be the first one to be like, nobody got no time for your nonsense. This is a lit leader legacy. You can't see it. That's because you need glasses. If you ain't got no glasses, you wait for your next life. You'll get some. Okay, because you might have to come back in the next life to see this person's truth. Because excellence is what we're rocking with, right? Each and every one of you is rocking excellence. Okay, let me hear you say it. I am excellent. You are excellent. You can even add the you are instead of the I am. You are excellent. Okay. I'm gonna be worrying about what nobody else got to say. You are excellent. And anybody tells you something, you got a relationship and they acting funky, get their shit packed and get them out the door. Nobody has no time for somebody not honoring your excellence. Get them packing. Please. The best choice I ever made in my life was to let go of my funky relationships who weren't able to come into a place of love because they couldn't love themselves. I had to get to packing, and I had to get to packing so that I can get out the door to meet the person that I'm supposed to be with that I ended up meeting. But don't you sit there and deal with no nonsense. And if they're not honoring your excellence, you pack them bags and open up that door. Get them packing. Ain't nobody worried about nobody. Please, if you don't recognize excellence, you got to go. You got friends don't recognize your excellence, you got to go. Please, I got friends. I got celebrity friends that recognize my excellence. Bye bye, baby. Kisses. Bye, Felicia. You don't recognize my excellence. You got to go. Because if you can't recognize my excellence, then you don't recognize your own excellence. And I don't want to hang in circles with people who don't even see how amazing they are. Because I'm not trying to be like, oh, I'm better than you. Because that ain't it at all. What I'm operating in is community. You understand what I'm saying? So if you're in the community and you don't recognize your excellence, I'm not going to want to hang with you. Because if you don't recognize your excellence, you're going to have a problem with my excellence. And that means you're going to have jealousy, all kinds of issues. You're going to be clash, 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 clash. That ain't going to make no good stew. I'm going to tell you that right now. If I want the good stew, I want the love stew. I want the yummy, yummy, yummy in your tummy stew. And that's not going to happen when I got people in my circle who don't recognize their excellence. So I give people a chance. I say, I'm going to give you a chance to recognize your excellence. Because, baby, I got things to do on this planet. And you better never be looking at me sideways because you ain't doing what you got to be doing. What makes you happy. Because I'm going to do what makes me happy. If you ain't doing what makes you happy, you got to go. I'm going to pack your bags and say like, I love you in next life when you decide to recognize your excellence. My heart, my soul is open to you. But if you in this life don't want to recognize your excellence, I have no time to be listening to your criticisms, your judgments, your ideas, your concepts, and things that are all falling flat on my ears because you ain't recognize your excellence. That means you cannot see mine. And that means that I'm in danger with you. Not danger because God's not going to let anything happen to me, but danger because I have to actually deal with your nonsense. And I'm not going to be dealing with no nonsense up in here. Yes. Yes. I am between a Malcolm X, a Martin Luther King, and a Bernie Mac. Better get it straight. Yes. And a little bit of RuPaul. Throw it up in there. Throw it up in there. You want to know who I am? I'm many things. I'm a multidimensional being. I'm a multidimensional being. I'm a multidimensional being. Get it up in there. Please. I will be all day like strong and I'll be like, yeah, yes, love. And then I'll be like, ah, ha, 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 ha. Yes. And I'll be a Bernie Mac too. I might add some other ones in there because whatever I got to add in there got to be in there. Yes, because I'm telling you right now, if you look at your friend group and their friend group is not acknowledging their excellence, that means they're going to have a problem with you because you are here for excellence. You understand? So if you got problems in a relationship and the person you see in a relationship and that person does not see your excellence, then you got to pack their bags and let them go because they're going to cause problems and not problems because God not going to let anything happen to you because you're protected by the love of God and the divine beings and the ancestors and the Rishas and the ascended masters and all. I could go on for days how many beings are loving you. But they're going to cause you a headache because you have to listen to the nonsense. Oh, I'm not good enough for you. You're right. You're not. Can you please pack your bags and go? Oh, I feel like you don't care about me. Oh, but I care about you, but you don't care about you. So you got to go. Oh, I feel like you think only about yourself. Is that what you see? You know why you see that? Because you ain't focusing on your own excellence. You got to go. Oh, I cheated on you with someone because you didn't see the excellence that was in the room with you. You got to go. Okay, boo. Bye-bye. Oh, you're so big. You think you're the big stuff on the block. Oh, you got to go because you ain't seen your own big stuff on the block because you messing with my big stuff on the block. And you right, I am big on the block and you ain't recognizing you're big on the block. You got to go. don't know how many times I gotta say it. You got to go. People say, oh, you're so full of yourself. You know what, baby boo? Let me tell you something. It looks that way to you, doesn't it? It looks that way, doesn't it? It's called self-love. You know what that is? You know how I'm loved and how much in love I am with myself, how much I hug myself, how much I touch myself. Don't touch my face too much. I like my face to be popping. But I'll be touching, like sometimes I'll be putting stuff on my face, but the thing is, I'm in love on myself. You understand what I'm saying? And you got a problem? That's how you see it? You got to go. Mm-mm. Nobody has time for that. No. People come up on your Instagram and say things. Let me tell you something, okay? Let me tell you something about your Instagram account, okay? I'm gonna tell you about your Instagram account. If you have an Instagram account or if you got a TikTok account, you got one of them, I'm sure you do. You got some kind of social media going on. If anyone at any time comes on your page and says some dumb things out of their mouth, like, oh, you stupid, you dumb, you this, you that, oh, you fake, you phony, but whatever, I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. If it's not coming from the level of excellence that you represent, you gotta, you gotta do a block party, baby. Because you got to think of your Instagram account like a store window. You're not going to let anyone spray paint on the outside of your store window, all kinds of things. No, you want your windows to look clean. People come in, they have a beautiful energy, commune with the love and the energy and the vibe and everything that you represent. Whatever it is your page is, that's what you want people to come through. You don't want people coming and vandalizing your stuff. So you got to block party them. And what is a block party? Let me tell you something. A block party is where you block them. You understand what I'm saying? It's called block party. Throw some music on, do a little cha-cha, you know, do a little crump, 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 you know. Maybe you want to like do a little disco, woo, 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 Saturday Night Live, Maybe you want to do a little shuffle. Maybe you want to do a little country dancing, line dancing, going back, and kick, going forward and down and down and down. Whatever it is, I don't care. Throw the music on and get your block party going. Okay? It's time to block some people because no one's going to mess up your energy, your vibe, and what you represent. Let's be real about it. Let's be real about it. Trust me. And you know what someone once said to me? Someone said to me, Shaman Durek, they came with a different account. Do you think you can reinstate me? I was being foolish. I said, I'm sorry, darling. Once you go to the river Styx, you stay in the river Styx. If you had full enough to come on my page and be talking nonsense and you got into a block party, honey, have you seen Instagram? It ain't easy to unblock somebody. You got to go through a sea of names, a bunch of sea of souls. I'm not trying to do on that. Hades got you, baby. Hades got you. I'm sorry. Unless you can talk to Persephone, she might be able to get you out of that block party. Maybe she can tell me how to do it, but mm-mm, mm-mm. Mm-mm. If you got blocked, you in the river Styx, baby. You in the river Styx. And trust me, I am not trying to go to the underworld, talk to Hades, and find your soul in the river of Styx and try to pull you out because of your shenanigans. You had a chance. Next life, baby. Next life. You get to be with Shaman Durek next life. That's okay. Take your time, baby. We got all eternity. It might not be on this planet. It might be on some other planet, but we got all eternity. Okay? Please. Because you will get blocked. Just say something disrespectful and you will get blocked because this is a community of love. Okay? This is a community of love. I have no time for shenanigans. I am not into shenanigans. I'm not into shenanigans. I'm not into shenanigans. Period. Period. I got to do it like this in my face. Period. Period. And yes, I am the shaman who tells jokes. I'm the shaman that makes everything fun. You know why? Because I spent so much time on stages with so many colleagues who are so what sticks up their boom boom, where they're so serious. And the spiritual information is like this. Let me tell you something. No. Nobody wants to listen to that, okay? Every time I hear people talking like that, I go back to Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I'm like, Bueller, Ferris, Bueller. I go back to Charlie Brown. Wah, 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 wah. Nobody wants that. Nobody's going to grow spiritually by you trying to act so holier than thou. Hi, hello. Yeah, I get people writing my page. They come in like other spiritual leaders and they be coming and be like, oh, Durek, you make yourself a fool. I said, no, ain't nobody no fool up in here, baby. You ain't coming in my temple. Get out of here. You ain't coming up in here because you so stiff. You all like, hey, hi, and today we're going to do breath work. Today we're going to do some past life regression. We're going to be looking at the Akashic records. We're going to like sorry, Charlie. Not on my watch. On my watch, we be cracking jokes, telling it like it is, like we sitting at a barbecue laughing and having a good old time. Ain't nobody gonna sit up here and turn spirituality into some boring ass nonsense. And if you get a chance, watch my Netflix show that's coming out on September 16th. Woohoo! We about to blow it up, baby. Blow it up. 100 and I think it was like 186 countries it's being launched in. It's gonna be blown up. And let me tell you something. There ain't gonna be no boring shaman up in here. Please. My wife and I, we are authentic to the core. We do not play the game of let's conform ourselves to what people want us to be. Ew, gross. My wife and I will throw up. No, that's not how my wife and I operate. That's not how we fell in love. We fell in love with realness. You hear me? Authenticity. Why? Because we want to demonstrate to the world what authenticity looks like. So y'all stop hiding yourself and ducking behind rocks and hiding under curtains and stuff and peeking out of closet doors and doing all kinds of stuff. Be you, boo. Be you. Be you. Be you. That's what I got to say. Be you. Nobody has time for no fakies and phonies. Be exactly as you are. People, I don't care. People say, oh, well, if I like a man, doesn't mean I'm gay. No, it doesn't mean you're gay. It doesn't mean you're gay at all. It doesn't mean you're bisexual. It doesn't mean you're this. It doesn't mean anything. These are all lies created by a system that wants to make you put you in a box so they can figure out how you are and move the box around. Oh, look, it's a bisexual. Oh, look, it's a hetero. Oh. No. Be you. No. 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 Trust me. I know there are many people out there who are not living in their truth of who they are. Be you. Wear what you want to wear. Dress how you want to dress. Be you. You are a healer. Let everyone know you're a healer. Even the people who can't stand that you're a healer. Let them know. Be like, baby, you need some healing. They're like, I don't believe that stuff. Be like, that's on you. Maybe your next life. But that's who I am. I'm a healer. That's what I do. Do what you want to do. Don't let anyone try to tell you otherwise. Okay? Because I love you too much to see my brothers and sisters constantly shrouded in shame because the world don't accept them. I don't care if the world don't accept you. God accepts you. Mother and Father God accepts you. The angels accept you. The ancestors accept you. Everybody else accepts you. I accept you. So why don't you just live you? Be you. And watch the Netflix show on September 16th. My God, I sound like a commercial. Watch it. Let's see if I can do a different way. And make sure you watch the Netflix show on September 16th. Hey, y'all, watch the Netflix show on September 16th. Watch the Netflix show. You know what I'm saying? Watch it. Watch how I do it. Like I said, a little bit of RuPaul. You know what? And I love all those people because everybody, everything we sharing in this beautiful love energy. Okay. So that being said, I love you. And now I gotta go because I got things to do, but I will come back on this week again and do another live where we do some live healing. So you guys are waiting for that because that's what we be doing all the time. But if you're new to me, go look at my other lives so you can see the healings, so you can get the energy because it's powerful, or come into the healing temple on September 13th. So you can come on and get the healings like right away in the healing temple, baby. Okay. I love you. You're amazing. You're powerful. I shared a lot with you and I know you're integrating it and I'm very happy that you are. And until next time, mwah, Amala Ashe. Love you, babes.